Okay, Singer says 15 dash. If it was black, I'd call it 91. It's two-tone green. Everything's green. Cables, see the plugs on the end. Cleaned it up. There's chips in the paint right along here. And otherwise it's pretty good. The front, or the end of it. Bobbin goes in down there. Paint here is pretty good. Couple more chips. It's been cleaned up. That's been taken apart. Upper tension there. Cleaned out, put back together. So is the bobbin case and the shuttle down there. This is just so you can get a good look at it. I think it's better than the pictures. Chip there. Marks on the motor. Back up on top. Chips there. So yeah, this is all green. Two-tone there. This motor was apart. Cleaned it out. Re-greased it. Cleaned the grease wicks. Got a new wheel tire on there. There's the old tire. It's included. That's the bobbin came with it. This is the bobbin case that was there. Had that all apart and cleaned it. Does have the tatus mic, a little bit of rust. It's the foot that came with it. And that's pretty much what you're getting here. One thing I wanted to mention, this piece thick board. I got this setting on it because otherwise that gear you can see down there, that one with the nut, that one there, will just hit the surface and thunk 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 when you sew. And this is supposed to be in the cabinet, so you know it wouldn't make any difference in a cabinet, but normally a lot of times you can set the thing on the three legs that it has, you know, this one, the one up front, and that won't happen, but every now and then one will. So that's why this cardboard is there, and I wanted you to be aware of it should you decide that you want this. If you set it on a table, it's gonna thump 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 thump. So that's that. Okay, now this machine doesn't do much, you know, just straight stitch. So I'm gonna demo that on material that I use. Now I got a red thread on top and a gold or yellow bobbin, and if I read the label on the thread right, it's a 69, and I'm using a number 16 needle, or 100. And we're going to start with this denim here, which, as you can see, it's two thicknesses already sewn together into a placemat, and I've got it doubled over here, so we're going to sew down here. You know, it's going to sew it. This is just to show you that it works. One thing I want to point out is that because I had to take the bobbin case apart to clean it, I had to estimate where to set the tension. And the rule of thumb, according to one of the Singer sewing machine manuals that I looked in, is you wind up a full bobbin and you put it in the case properly and you pull out about 4 inches of thread, and then you let it dangle on that thread, and you want to adjust that bobbin tension screw till right at the point where it'll hold it, or just a little bit more it won't hold it, and that's a starting point. So that's what I did with this, and it seems to be working okay. I also took the upper thread tension assembly apart you know, to clean out dirt which was on the whole machine and any oil that might got in there, and it's set roughly on 2.5 or 3. So hold your 2 threads back here, put the needle in, and let her go. Now that's on the longest stitch. I'm going to turn her around here. And we're going to run it down to like something that looks like 30. You're not going very fast. So now what I want to do, I'm going to sew in reverse. So I'm going to turn this around so I can keep going in the same direction. I move the stitch length lever up, not all the way but some, so it should roughly have about the same stitch going in the same that way. You know. We're in reverse now, and if I move it all the way up, it'll go long. That's about all I can show you for stitching. I'll put it back and forward. I'm going to run it back and forth and change direction as I go. Forward, reverse, forward, reverse. So this mechanism on this machine allows you to not only back tack, which back tack is usually just one fixed stitch length, but it allows you to sew in reverse with different length stitches. The only other thing this machine can do is, if you're in the darning mode, there's a knurled knob under here. You can turn it and drop the feed dogs down so the material doesn't move and you can jingle it around. So let me take this out of here. And the only, you can see this has been sewed on before, but the only thread tails are the ones we just did. So you can see there were nice stitches there. I don't know why this is not working today. And no yellow pulled up. That's the other thing I'm trying to show you here. This is the bobbin side. and no red pulled up. Next, I'm going to show you some leather. This is upholstery leather. Came off a Lazy Boy ottoman that I didn't like, and it's wrapped around 4 times on this edge. We'll just make a new one here. I'm going to sew along that edge. So now we got 4 for sure. Put that down, turn the thread into it. Pop it out. Look at the stitch. Yellow side. So that's that. Okay, we're going to do, and I'm hoping that shows that that's about 3.5 millimeters. Now, I got this belt at a thrift shop just for this demonstration. You can sew like this with these machines, but if you're going to do this all the time or a whole lot, you need to get an industrial machine, a commercial machine. These machines, although heavy, they're for home use. So they're not industrial strength. They're just built better than they are today. Put her down in there. And let's see what she does. Don't imagine there's any surprise there. But it does this. Get proper needle and thread, and you got a good machine. It'll do just about anything. Now we're looking for the red. Well, this orange one shows up well. That's about all this machine does that needs demoing. The light works. And the bobbin winder works. Had to take that out and clean. So that's pretty much it. It's a nice machine. I've never seen a two-toner before.